Hello everybody, I'm the Nerdy Old Man, back again, and as you'll notice, I'm still in the sink.
Precisely where Sir has left them, and should the toaster say otherwise, I remind Sir that it is a waste room.
And the reason I'm back here is because I want to take care of all these skill books. You have skill book recipes all throughout Big Mountain, and it takes, get back down here, it takes 25 blank books and 2 Wonder Glue. Now I haven't found all of them, but the ones that I haven't found, I really don't need. But the blank book you get from the book chute, and it's really the only place in the game to get them. So let me just run on down here, and I actually don't need some of these, but I'll get you all after I get them all made. Okay, I got them all done. Let's see. Then we'll run through and knock all these out. I got the Big Book of Science, TC Journal of Internal Medicine, Dean's Electronics, Duck and Cover, Guns and Bullets, Nikola Tesla and You. I don't think I needed that, but Pugilism Illustrated, Tales of a Jerkytown Vendor, Wasteland Survival Guide, and that gives me, let's see, now I'm maxed out on energy weapons, guns, lockpick, all these things. So unarmed survival, medicine, melee weapons, explosives, and barter. I'm just about maxed out on everything. Anyway, I'm about to head to another spot that I want to visit before I move on to the next area. I'll meet you there. Okay, here's the next part. We're right back at the Sierra Madre entrance. And you'll run down here. I wish I could go back to Sierra Madre, but you can't. You'll come up here to your drop box. And apparently it's been about 21 days since I've been here. So let's get our complimentary voucher and our chips. Come into our vending machine. Ooh, where's it at? Free chips. So how much of I've got 7,900 chips. So what I want, oh wow. Buy yourself some mines, but that's not what I'm after. I am after weapons repair kit. Don't need 100 of them. Let's get us about 20. And while we are here, let's go ahead and repair our weapons. We're not going to be able to carry all of them with us. Okay, what? How much do I weigh? 88. I do want to carry that. About 7 pounds. I believe you got to be 75 pounds to go into New Zion. 27. If I drop him, I'll be down to 61 pounds. But I don't want to carry him though. What's my survival? $51. I might be able to go in with all the stuff I got. Now, let's head up to Zion. Oh, what am I carrying? Alright, Northern Passage. Now we're going to come in here and head towards New Zion, or Zion Valley. Talk to
Howdy,
him.
friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Wait a minute, I recognized you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's rising star, ain't you? You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's non-competes are pretty rigid.
Okay, tell me about the job. Okay, let's do it. Zion, here we
Just
come.
like that, huh? You got guts, I'll give you that. You sure you want to jump in blind? Ain't got no questions about where we're going or why?
Like I care. Let's just go. I'm ready. Who's Joshua Graham? Why should I talk about him? Like I care. Let's
I
go.
bet you are. But you ain't going nowhere loaded down like a pack Brahmin.
Relax. I've humped this load across the Mojave on my own 2 feet long enough. I can handle it.
All right. I reckon you know your limits. You keel over on me out there, though, and I'll leave your ass after we take everything useful you crammed in your pack.
All right, let's go.
Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit. I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready now?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, all right then. Let's get moving. We got a long road ahead of us.
And now we begin proper. Honest hearts.
The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the new Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace legate, was a new Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The new Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his new Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home.
Okay, and now we got our intro story. And once you enter into this DLC, you can't leave it till you beat it.
All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks. But here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired. I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The new Canaanites will know a way. And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? It's not
Okay. Now let me tell you, you cannot save the caravan.
Hold on now. I swear I heard something up ahead. God damn it, ambush! Cover people! Watch yourself!
Yeah, I mean, you can do all you want to, but the caravan's going to get killed. There's nothing you can do to save them. Everything here is scripted. Now, if you keep shooting this guy here, darn it. Is that it? If you keep killing that guy, they keep spawning from behind that rock, I believe. They keep coming out and keep coming out until everybody's dead. So yeah, you cannot save these, and you cannot save the caravan. They are all destined to die. Anything in here? I don't think there's any radiation down here. There might be some, I can't remember. Patriots Cookbook. Oh, I don't need that. Red X. Okay, that guy's already been killed. I want to look over these guys, see if there's anything worth taking. Not really. I came in pretty heavily stacked. How much does it weigh? 7? I'll get it just because. Need those. 308 rounds, or might need that. Doubt it, but I'll grab it anyway. Now there's going to be 2 over here. All right. This next part. During the practices, I have only successfully got through once. It's scripted. So, I'll come over here and see if I can't get him. No, I can't because he hasn't spawned in yet. There's going to be one to spawn in right on top of that rock and start shooting just as soon as I come across that bridge. Well, let's see if I can put things in my favor a little bit. We will do a stealth boy. Do I have any medics? And get some turbo going. There he is. Turbo's the trick. That's what let me get him.
Hoy, white legs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua will want to hear about this.
Who's Joshua?
Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him.
All right, let's go.
Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin.
Okay. In this DLC, you end up with like a... Okay, I'm going to move over to my more strong weapons. Going to be one thing to kill on the way over there.
Hold up. See that log over there?
Now these hollow logs have stuff inside of them.
Some good stuff tucked in there.
If you're doing survival run, you know, you'll find food inside those places. hate to, I'm pretty well packed for the DLC. This is another scripted event. You get something. I think you get a bonus if you kill 10 bears. Well, and from here on out, I don't believe we're going to run into any enemies. So I'll just hop up and pretty much jog this part. Now, really quick, this is one of the more pretty DLCs, if you will. I mean, they did a real good job on building the valley, putting the rocks in. I mean, as far as a desert location, this is possibly one of the, not one of the best, but
Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs.
I tried it. Yeah. I mean, they did a real good job with the scenery. What's over here? We are. Hold your horses. Okay, yeah, this is the exit. Or one of the exits.
See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing I don't buy into that stuff.
Okay, as you'll get into this, and I think it's explained later, a guy lived through the explosions. And he set up camp in this area. Take that because I want to eat it. And the people who started settling here, he took care of them. And they viewed him as kind of a deity, a ghost in the caves. And because of that, okay. Eastern Virgin.
Show the dead horses victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us.
I wonder how they supposedly painted that. Anyway, and because of that, every place that this guy used to hang out in, which would be the ranger stations, the buildings, they would mark as being like holy. 2 experience points. Yeah. I don't think the white legs actually come in. Careful not to drink. Like I said, it's a pretty scenery.
Yeah. Joshua's there.
And I want to play it pretty straight.
Hoi. Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham?
What? Sneering imperialist. If you're too dumb to speak my language, you're too dumb to talk to me. Nah. Intelligence. Am I looking for Joshua? Yes.
You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander. Joshua in high place of cave. You show respect, Utman. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire.
Okay, so back off, savage. I'm just here for map out. Not kowtow to your messiah. Okay, thanks for that. I would like to be shown thunder and fire.
You wise for Auslander.
Bitch, you know how many people I've killed? You know, there's this thing that used to be called the Legion. Used to be. Alright, let's come over
We
here.
should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days. And I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work.
So how do you know so much about what happened to me?
The dead horses are capable scouts. Nothing passes into or out of Zion without my hearing of it.
I came here with a Happy Trails caravan to make contact with the Canaanites.
Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites. Almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now. Not with everything that's going on.
Okay. Now I really don't like these choices. I think it would have been better what's going on versus I'm not going to leave without offering help. Don't try to get me to help you. I'm not interested. Where do I find their Daniel and check the information out of him? How about if I go find... I'll just do that because I like his response. How about if I find him and check the information out of him?
There are many reasons why that would be a bad idea. I will illuminate 3. First, do not believe that because Daniel is a missionary, he is incapable of or unwilling to defend himself. Second, if you harm Daniel or any of the sorrows or dead horses, I will find you. Make no mistake. God willing, you will not leave this valley. Lastly, waging war against good people is bad for the soul. This may not seem important to you now, but it's the most important thing I've said.
Okay, fine. What do you need?
You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord, but it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside.
Ugh. Why don't you or Daniel do it?
We are responsible for leading and protecting the sorrows and dead horses. They are smart people, but not as worldly as you or I. I am preparing the dead horses for war, and Daniel is preparing the sorrows for other things.
I see. What can I do?
Thank you. Follow Chalk can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
Arrival is on. How much experience is that? Now he can repair your weapons. He also has a workbench and a reloading bench right next to him. This is where you can make some stuff. Now let's talk to followers of Chalk.
What can I tell you?
Tell me about the interesting and...
Mostly it's the mountain bighorners. Whole herd of them up on the cliffs there. Usually they're not too aggressive, but lately, whew. My guess is one of the calves got lost somewhere along the way. Bighorners are communal. One missing calf, and the whole herd gets ornery. If that calf doesn't turn up soon, they might very well come down into the valley and attack the camp.
Maybe I can help with that.
Yeah? Hey, thanks. Most of the hunters don't listen when I tell them the problem. Just one thing. Try not to kill any bighorners if you can, yeah? You'll drive the herd off and we'll have to range farther on our hunts.
What would you suggest I do?
You might try luring the baby out with some banana yucca. These bighorners go crazy for the stuff.
Alright, I'll look into it.
That's great. I'll help any way I can.
And you know how you can help me there, followers of Chalk? You can help me by waiting right here. And the bighorners are right up here on top of this cliff. Since I don't have Wild Wasteland, we are not going to see two bears high-fiving. And this is really easy since I have Animal Friend. Because they are not KOS to me. I was keeping an eye out for banana yucca fruit. Ah, there's another one. I've got 3. I believe there's another one over here. Yep. Now the bighorner you're looking for is all the way back here in the back. And if you have survival, this is a real good DLC for you because you have Xander root all over the place. You can be making healing powders. Come on. All right. Now it won't follow you all the way back. There. When you hear that, oh, it's done following. So you need to give it another banana yucca. Yep, there it is. And this should be enough right here. Alright. Alright, how about coming? Alright. If you get too far in front of him, he'll stop. Return the calf. Ooh, how about we just don't jump off the cliff there? Here we go. Then a quick jaunt back down here to follow us with chalk.
What can I tell you?
Well, our return the calf didn't kill any of the bighorns.
Whew. Glad to hear it. That'll be some happy mama, huh? Thank you. Really, it means a lot to me.
Alright. 562, that's rather... I don't need all that stuff. Oh well. Who are the tribals that attacked me?
Whitelegs. Nasty bunch. They've been raiding deeper into Zion ever since New Canaan was wiped out.
Where do they come from?
That's the weird part. Normally, the Whitelegs keep to the Great Salt Lake. I don't know what brought them down this far south.
I want to know more about you. Well, not really. I don't have any more questions. Let's talk about something else.
Ask
Nothing else to
Go
talk
with
about?
fortune.
Alright. I think keeping him with just as my companion, anytime I get to a real tall area of the map, it'll illuminate other areas on the map for me. And that might be useful. But other than that, I'm just going to leave him here. And I'm going to end the episode right here. I know it's kind of short, but this is the introductory. We made it into Mount Zion. We met Joshua Graham. And now we are about to, let's see. Roadside attractions, gone fishing, tourist map. We are going to knock out some quests next time. Or we might go exploring, I ain't too sure which. Anyway, until then, I'm the Nerdy Old Man signing off.
Wonder where they came from.
If y'all would, just hit that like, share, and subscribe. Y'all take care. Bye.